Live from Sheboygan and Wildwood Baseball Park as the Sheboygan A's are taking on the Pere Dodgers in Wisconsin State League game. The A's 9-4 overall and 4-2 in league play. Taking on the first place Dodgers. They are tied with Lombard at the top of the standings at 6-0. A's are 2 games back as we are a few weeks in the Wisconsin State League season. And on the mound for the A's tonight, it'll be number 7, Taylor Schwartz. And the lineup that he'll face tonight, it'll be Zach Abfall to lead it off. Austin Dart batting second, with Joe Pere batting third. Sam Conley is cleaning up. Connor Weatherford batting fifth. And Cole Clark batting sixth. And the bottom of the order is Noah Robinson batting seventh, Andy Woslaw batting eighth, and Mike Larson in the 9 spot. Defensively for the A's, it's Mitch Sutton at first base with Barry playing second, Kasenki at short, and Stelt at third base. In the outfield, it's Warner in left, McClavick in center, and Moses in right. And doing the catching tonight, it's number 30, Weston Nelson.
Number 12, center fielder, Zach Abfall.
As now Schwartz is ready to go, finishing up his warm-up pitches. As the infielders will now scatter to their positions. And that'll bring up Abfall batting from the left side. And the first pitch is skied into left center, and that'll be out of the reach of Cole McClavick as that gets by him. As Mark Warner backs it up and picks that ball up a few feet in front of the warning track. And that'll be a double on the first pitch of the ball game.
Next up for Pere, right fielder, number 24, Austin Dart.
Knobs back there. There's a new thing with all the knobs across the top.
So that'll bring up Austin Dart. Another left-handed batter with a runner in scoring position. And he takes a pitch off the outside, a ball and no strikes.
The worst comes to worst.
Now the 1-0 is hit hard into left center, and that will be over the head of Warner. That'll roll to the fence, and that's another double. The Dodgers score quickly. They lead 1-0. So 3 pitches.
Number 13, Joel Pere.
3 pitches, 2 doubles, and the Dodgers lead 1-0. On the top of the first. And now it'll be Joe Pere as he takes a called strike. 0-1 the count. Now there's a pitch down and off the outside. A ball and a strike to the Dodgers shortstop. 1-1 misses below the knees. 2 balls and a strike. Schwartz is set. The 2-1 is swung on and grounded right back to Schwartz. He'll grab that one and throw over to first in time. So the first out of the inning,
33, first baseman Sam Conley.
On the 1-3 ground out. And now that'll bring up Conley, the cleanup hitter, and first baseman tonight for Pere. And he takes one down in the zone for a ball, 1-0. On that play, Dart moves up to third base. So another run for the Dodgers, stands 90 feet away. They already lead 1-0. Now there's a ground ball right back to Schwartz. Has some issues with it. Now he'll throw to the plate, and the runner is out. A 1-2 putout gets the runner trying to score. A bad decision by Dart at third base.
Left fielder, number 31, Connor Rutherford.
Now a pickoff, and Conley is back in. So a 1-2 fielder's choice. Schwartz did initially have some trouble as that was hit right back at him. He was able to quickly gather him out and threw out the runner well ahead of, or in plenty of time, as the first pitch is a ball, 1-0. So a base running mistake. And now Schwartz an out away from getting out of the inning. One misses off the outside. 2 balls, no strikes for Connor Rutherford. Now the 2-0 is hit into left. Should be playable. And Warner will make the call. He'll set it underneath it and catch it. And that will end the inning. The Dodgers get back-to-back doubles to lead off the ball game. They score 1.
We're having some technical difficulties tonight, so you may hear us doing some testing.
But the A's and Schwartz is able to limit it to just the 1 run. So we'll head to the bottom half of the first. It's the Dodgers with a run. The A's are coming out to bat.
We have a ton of prizes to give away.
Who's leading off?
Moses.
I don't have any of this in order. I'm trying to deal with the others.
The bottom of the first, and
Leading off the
Moses will
bottom
lead
of
it
the
off.
first for Sheboygan, the right fielder, number 36, Josh Moses.
On the mound, it's Carson Jocks. The lineup today for the A's, again, Moses leading off. Mark Warner is in left, with Harry Stelk batting third. Mitch Sutton will bat cleanup, with Cole McClavick in the 5 spot and Hunter Berry batting 6th. Weston Nelson will bat 7th. Chris Saltzman, the DH, bats 8th. And Grant Kasenke in the 9 spot tonight. The first offering from Jocks is a ball off the outside, 1-0 to Moses. One misses again off the outside corner. 2 balls, no strikes to Josh Moses. Now the 2-0 is hit high into left field, and settling underneath it is Connor Rutherford, and he'll make the catch. That is the first out of the inning.
Left fielder, number 16, Mark Warner.
So 1 up, 1 down. That'll bring up Mark Warner. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1. In terms of batting average, Warner's had a slow start. a 2.37 average, but he's getting on base plenty. He's got a 4.42 on base percentage. And now he takes one off the out around the corner for a called strike, 0-2. Jocks now, 0-2. This is down and in.
Who are the next two batters after Warner?
So it's a 1-2 count. Well, that one misses down and away. So it's evened up to Warner, 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out in the inning. A's trail by a run. Now there's a breaking ball on the inside corner for a called third strike. And Warner is retired. And it's quickly 2 up, 2 down, and it'll bring up Harry Stout.
Third baseman, number 19, Harry Stout.
Stout has had a strong start to the 2017 campaign. He's got a 4.05 average. And on the first pitch, he hits it hard and deep into right. That's going to get over the head of Austin Dart and roll to the fence, and that will be a 2-out double as Stout goes oppo, and he'll stand at second now for Mitch Sutton.
First baseman, number 45, Mitch Sutton.
So it'll be the A's first baseman and cleanup hitter, Mitch Sutton, to try and bring Stout home from second base. Dodgers scored 1 in the top of the first as the first 2 batters of the ballgame doubled. Now there's a line drive and over the glove of the second baseman Larson. Now the right fielder Dart has some issues with it, and Stout's going to score as Sutton will slide into second. The A's tied up. It's 1-1.
Pere on the right field for letting him go to second. Did you get that down here?
What?
Pere on the right fielder for letting
So it'll be a single and RBI. And the error by the right fielder allows Sutton to go to second base.
Center fielder, number 24, Cole McClavick.
Who's that from the call?
So it's Cole McClavick. Now on the first pitch he grounds it foul. He's in front of the A's dugout. It's 0-1 to McClavick. The A's lead are now tied at 1 apiece. The A's have a chance to try and take the lead as Sutton's at second base after the error by Dart and Wright. McClavick takes a called strike. It's 0-2. Jocks from the stretch goes up and away, and McClavick swings and misses, and that will end the inning. But the A's score 1 on the single by Mitch Sutton that brings in Harry Stout, and we have completed an inning. We go to the top of the second, and we have a tie ball game. It's 1-1.
A's all season long by following us on Facebook.
catcher, number 25, Cole Clark.
Top of the second, Cole Clark will lead it off. Catcher for the Dodgers. And Schwartz back on the mound after he gave up the run in the top of the first.
Or is it Clark Cole?
And he takes one down and in for a ball. Schwartz now on the mound with a tie ball game. Now there's a swing and a ground ball off the leg of Clark. So it'll be a foul ball. 1-1 the count. Even though Schwartz gave up 2 doubles to begin the ball game, got the next 3 batters out. Got a 2 ground balls back to the pitcher. One was a fielder's choice as Schwartz threw out Austin Dart trying to score from third. And then a fly out ended the inning. So it could have been much worse for Schwartz. Now the 1-1 is fouled out of play over the dugout of the Dodgers, and it's 1-2. And there's a 1-2 pitch off the outside and swung and just fouled away, just off the end of the bat, and it's 1-2. The count remains. Schwartz in the windup, and the 1-2 misses high. Didn't quite catch the top of the zone with a fastball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Schwartz, the right-hander, toes the rubber near the third base side of the pitching mound. Now he misses down and away, and it's now gone full
Sheila, on your next round of
to the Dodgers catcher.
Just keep talking, even if the microphone cuts out. We're going to be testing.
Now there's a swing and a miss. Schwartz gets the strikeout, and the first out of the inning is recorded.
Third baseman, number 16, Noah Robinson.
Mark, don't give them emphasis.
So it'll be Noah Robinson, left-handed batting third baseman for the Dodgers.
Next time he's going to be Jackie.
Yeah,
First pitch off the outside corner with a fastball missing away.
if you want to get under Denny Rue's skin, that'd be good.
1-0 the count.
Is Denny Rue the manager kind of guy?
Yep.
Another one misses off the
I
outside
get a
corner.
story about him I can tell you.
2 balls, no strikes. Now there's a swing and a ground ball right back to Schwartz, who'll pick it up and throw in plenty of time. And that will be a 1-3 ground out. And that's the second out of the inning.
Designated hitter, number 11, Andy Woslaw.
So it'll be Andy Woslaw. It's the 3rd time a batter has hit a ground ball right back to Schwartz. So there's a breaking pitch missing at the top of the zone, a ball and no strikes. Woslaw the DH today, batting in the 8th spot. Now he takes a fastball up and in, 2-0. There's a swing and a little looping line drive that'll get down, and Pere will pick it up and make the throw in time. So Schwartz able to jam Woslaw.
The A's are coming up to bat for the
It's a little pop-up that Pere picks up.
Inning. If your A's get 3 hits
And
this
throws over
inning,
to
a lucky fan will be
first,
taking home
and that will end the
A's
inning. We will go to the
T-bonus
bottom half of the
pitcher
second.
certificate.
And Schwartz gets a 1-2-3 inning, and this game is still tied. It's 1-1.
Howard Grove. They
Hunter Berry will lead it off in a 1-1 tie. Both teams got one run in the first. And Jock's first pitch with Berry squaring the bunt, pulls it back, but it's a called strike in the outside corner, 0-1. Berry a 407 average and a 538 on base percentage. As he takes a called strike on the curveball on the inside. And it's quickly 0-2 to Berry. And there's an 0-2 fastball missing near his eyes. It's 1-2. Jocks from the windup. And another curveball on the inside corner. And Berry is called out on strikes for the first out of the inning. So 1 up, 1 down. That'll bring up the catcher, Weston Nelson.
Next up for Sheboygan, the catcher, number 30, Weston Nelson.
Nelson waits for the first pitch, and he hits a hard line drive foul past the first base coach. 0-1. Jocks now the 0-1. Curveball swung on and missed. 0-2. Dodgers got their first run on a double in the first inning. Came off the bat of Austin Dart that scored Zach Abfall, who also doubled to lead off the ball game. Now the 0-2, missing down low with the breaking ball. It's 1-2. A's came right back. They got a double from Stelt after the first two batters were retired, and then Sutton lined a pitch into right center that scored Stelt. A pitch up and in and fouled away off the handle by Nelson. And we'll do it again at 1-2. Both teams with 2 hits. Dodgers have 1 error. A's a 0 spot so far on defense. And now that pitch is skied into foul territory near the first base bag, and that'll be caught. And that is the second out of the inning.
Designated hitter, number 26, Chris Saltzman.
So 2 up, 2 down after the strikeout and the foul pop-up. And it'll bring up Chris Saltzman, the DH. Now we have a small meeting with Derek Lumens and the umpire, who's handed him a baseball. Not sure if there was something on the baseball or some sort of deformity with the ball. So we'll resume with Saltzman now batting. And the first pitch is a called strike to Saltzman. 0-1. This is game number 10 for Saltzman. He's got 5 hits in 25 at-bats, 30 total plate appearances. Now he takes one down and off the outside, gets away from the catcher. And it's 1-1. Called strike on the outside corner. Jock's foot with a fastball. And it's 1-2. Saltzman a 200 average as he swings and fouls that one straight back. We'll do it again, 1-2. Now the 1-2 pitch. Swung on and hit into right. Fly ball right at Dart. And that will end the inning. So after both teams score 1 in the first, both pitchers able to go 3 up, 3 down, and we will head to the top of the third, and the Dodgers and A's are still tied at 1.
The Lakeshore Pins Drop brought
Number 10, Mike Larson.
It's the top of the third, and Mike Larson will lead it off. It's 9-1-2 for the Dodgers. Larson's first at bat, he's playing second base. And a half swing, pitch misses inside, it's a ball, it's 1-0. Now there's a called strike with a fastball right at the knees. Down the middle. And it's 1-1. Another one down at the zone, but this time it misses, and it's 2 balls and a strike. And now quickly 3 balls and a strike to Larson, as now another one misses down low, may have also just been off the outside corner. This one at the knees with a fastball. And now it's a full count. And now the payoff from Schwartz is swung and a missed. There's a strikeout and a foul tip. Held on by Weston Nelson. And that is the first out of the inning.
Back to the top of the order for Pere, their center fielder, number 12, Zach Abfall.
So it'll be Zach Abfall. As he takes a called strike, and it's 0-1. Now a curveball check swing, and that'll be into the A's dugout and over the heads of the players along the rail and off the back wall. And it's 0-2 after that foul ball. Fastball missing high and away. 1-2 the count. Now the 1-2 swung on and grounded to Sutton, but foul at first base. And we'll have to reset, do it over again at 1-2. Schwartz gets the sign from Nelson. 1-2 is hit into right, should be playable. Moses back tracking and making the catch about 5 to 10 feet in front of the warning track, and that'll be the second out of the inning.
Number 24, Austin Dart.
So 2 up, 2 down, it'll be Austin Dart, who's 1 for 1. He doubled in Abfall in the first. There's a swing and a foul. Just off the glove of Weston Nelson. 0-1 the count. That hit by Dart was the last hit for the Dodgers. Now that one misses down and in. 1-1 the count. One. Swung on and fouled, and off the foot of Austin Dart as he'll limp around out of the batter's box, and it'll move the count to 1-2. After Schwartz gave up 2 doubles to begin the game, he's retired the last 8 in order. Score is 1-1. We're in the top of the third. Both teams with 2 hits. Now there's a fly ball shallow into right that'll be over the head of Pere. A little bloop single for Dart, who's now 2 for 2.
Shortstop, Joe Pere.
Say that again, Sheila. I didn't catch that.
So a 2-out base hit. First base runner since the first. And it'll be Joe Pere. Takes a curveball that just can't quite catch the outside corner. And it's 1-0. Now Schwartz will throw it over to first. And Dart is back in easily. 1-0 fastball called strike inside corner. About thigh high, it's 1-1. Pere 0 for 1. Grounded out to Schwartz, the pitcher. Now the 1-1 is popped up. That'll be foul onto the roof.
Surely you can't be serious. I am serious. I don't call me serious.
Onto the roof above the stands that sit directly behind home plate. And it's 1-2. Now that pitch misses off the outside. So now it's 2-2 the count. And a fastball for a called third strike. He put it right on the outside corner. As Pere let that one go by, and that will end the inning. Schwartz allows a 2-out base hit, but gets the last batter on the strikeout, and we will head to the bottom half of the third. And we are still tied, A's and Pere, with one run apiece.
A's can score. A different fan will win a free pitcher of Bud Light.
Leading off for Sheboygan, the shortstop, number 14, Grant Kasanke.
The shortstop for the A's. Grant Kasanke will lead it off. And he swings and a foul tip off the glove of the catcher Clark. And it's 0-1. And the 0-1 is grounded right to Noah Robinson at third. He'll scoop it up, throw over to first to Conley in time. And that is the first out, a 5-3 putout.
Right fielder, number 36, Josh Moses.
So 1 up, 1 down, and now the A's are back to their top of the order. It's Josh Moses. Now he takes one off the outside for ball 1. Flew out to left in his first at bat. Now he takes a curveball for a called strike. On the inside corner to the right-handed batting Moses. It's evened up at 1-1. And there's a hard ground ball up the middle, past the glove of Joe Bayer, just out of his reach, and that's a 1-out single for Josh Moses. So a hard ground ball.
Left fielder, Mark Warner.
And it'll bring up Mark Warner, the left fielder, who struck out looking in the first inning. He's 0 for 1. Both teams now with 3 base hits. Both teams with 1 run. We're in the bottom half of the 3rd inning. Now Warner was late on that pitch as he swings and misses, and it's 0-1. Jocks set, and Moses was off on the pitch, and it's fouled to the right side out of play. And Moses will have to go back to first. It's an 0-2 count. Looked like Moses might have had second. But he'll have to go back to first after the foul ball from Warner. To the count. Now a throw over to first. Moses will be back in rather easily at first base. Jocks is set from the waist. And there's a line drive right back to the pitcher, and Jocks snags that one out of the air and throws to first. And that's a 1-3 double play. Warner hit it hard,
Hello, Sheboygan A's fans.
but Jocks trying to just knock that down, sort of threw his glove up in the air, and it ended up in his glove. So that'll end the 3rd. We will head to the top half of the 4th, and we are still tied. It's 1-1.
Number 33, the first baseman, Sam Conley.
Sam Conley will lead it off in the top of the fourth. Cleanup hitter and first baseman for the Dodgers, and he takes a pitch off the outside, 1-0 the count. Conley is 0 for 1. So he swings and hits a foul ball just to the left of home plate, and it's 1-1. He grounded into a fielder's choice. He hit a ground ball right back to Schwartz, who then threw out the runner at third. He was trying to advance home. Now he checks swing, and the umpire rules that the batter Conley went on the swing, so now it's 1-2. Now there's a pitch in the dirt, blocked by Nelson. It moves the count 2-2. Fastball and a hard ground ball right to Pere. Will go to an E, pick it up, and throw over to first. And that'll be the first out of the inning.
Left fielder, Connor Rutherford.
So it'll be Connor Rutherford, the left fielder. He's also 0 for 1. He flew out to left field in his first at bat. Now he hits a ground ball, and it's 0-1 on the foul ball. Now the 0-1 is skied in the left, and Water will just have to take a couple steps in, and that's the second out. So Rutherford is now 0 for 2. He's got 2 fly balls right to Water in both at bats.
Number 25, Cole Clark.
And it's quickly 2 up, 2 down. And I'll bring up Cole Clark, the catcher. And on the first pitch, he hits it foul over the dugout of Pere, and that's New Jersey Avenue. It's 0-1. Clark is 0 for 1. He struck out swinging. Now he hits a little chopper over the head of Schwartz, the shortstop. Great Grant Kasenke will make the play on the grass in front of second base and throw out the runner in time, and that will end the inning. So Schwartz has settled in these last few innings, and we will head to the bottom half of the fourth. And we are still tied, both teams with one run. It's 1-1. Bottom of the fourth, Harry Stelt leads it off, and he takes one way off the outside. It's 1-0.
just a bit outside. There was your big chance.
Only if it goes to the backstop.
Stealth doubled in the first. The first pitch he saw, he hit it hard and over the head of Austin Dart in right field. So now he looks at another one off the outside. 2 balls and no strikes. To Harry Stelz. Now he gets a pitch in on his hands and he'll hit this one again in the right, but this will be playable and caught. A few steps in fair territory near the foul line, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
First baseman, Mitch Sutton.
So 1 up, 1 down, and it'll bring up Mitch Sutton, who singled in Stelz in the first, and eventually went to second on an error by the right fielder Dart. As he takes a curveball down at the bottom of the zone, missing. It's 1-0. Fastball misses high. Near the letters, and Sutton ahead in the count, 2 balls, no strikes. And the 2-0 is another curveball, and again missing. This one below the knees. 3 balls, no strikes. A's have their middle of the order. It's 3-4-5. Stelz flew out in the first at bat. Now there's a called strike on the outside corner. So now it's 3 balls and a strike. And make it a full count as there's another curveball. Sutton was taken all the way. 3-2 the count, 1 out with McClavick on deck. Under the swinging a ground ball down the third base line, but foul. And we'll do it again at 3-2. We are tied at 1 apiece. Both teams with 3 hits. The Pere with 1 error. A's are errorless so far. That's now the 3-2 pitch. Misses off the outside and away. And that'll be a walk for
Center
Sutton.
fielder, number 24, Cole McClavick.
So now it'll be Cole McClavick with a runner at first base. It's the go-ahead run. And McClavick takes one off the outside corner. The right-handed batting center fielder for the A's is 0 for 1. He struck out swinging to end the first. Now Jocks with a throw over to first. Sutton is back in time. Another throw over. This time a little bit closer, but Sutton just sneaking ahead of the throw. And the count still at 1-0 after back-to-back pickoff attempts by Jocks. And the third straight pickoff. Again, close, but not in time. It's the third in a row.
Let's go, I'll lay you up.
The Dodgers trying to catch Sutton at first, leading off the bag. Now he's coming to the plate, and the pitch is down and away, swung on it, missed. With Sutton going, and he'll be tagged out as he didn't slide into second base. So Sutton is thrown out. It was a swing and a miss, so it's 1-1. Now there's a swing and a foul. It's 1-2. The put out for Sutton goes 2-3, or excuse me, 2-4 from Clark to Larson. So now the base is empty, 1-2. And a swinging a little line drive foul right past the on-deck hitter, Hunter Berry. Goes into the netting. And we'll do it again at 1-2. Pitch off the outside corner. And high, and it's now evened up at 2 balls and 2 strikes to McClovic. Curveball down the middle, but popped up and out of play behind home plate. We'll do it again. It's still 2-2. Now the 2-2 is hit high and deep into left field, and that one is gone. A home run by McClavic, and the A's take a 2-1 lead. Hit right down the left field foul line. Rutherford was giving it a look, but he ran out of room. A 2-strike, 2-out home run. That's McClavic's first home run of the season.
Number 15, second baseman, Hunter Berry.
So now it's Hunter Berry and the A's lead 2-1. There's a pitch off the outside corner. Berry squaring to bunt. Tried to pull it back, and they'll appeal it on the first. The first base umpire rules that it's a bunt attempt, so it's a strike, and it's 0-1. Now quickly 0-2 after a called strike on the outside with a fastball. So Berry down to the count, 0-2, as he takes one in the dirt. Blocked by Clark. Moves the count to 1-2. Now there's a swing and a miss, a fastball up, and Berry swung through it. And he's the final out of the inning, but Cole McClavic launches a home run to left field, gives the A's a lead for the first time in the ball game. And we'll head to the top of the fifth. A's lead 2-1.
9-7-7.
Leading off the top of the fifth for the Dodgers, Noah Robinson.
It's the top of the fifth, and it's Schwartz on the mound now with his team in the lead. 2-1 is their score after McClavic's home run. And the first pitch to Noah Robinson is down low for ball 1. It's 1-0. That was McClavic's first career home run as an A in now his third season. Played in 2014 and 2015. Took the year off last year. Now the 1-1 is grounded to Berry at second, and he'll throw him out. And that's the first out of the inning. 4-3 the ground out.
Designated hitter, Andy Woslaw.
So it'll be Andy Woslaw. With one out in the inning. Now he swings and hits a chopper up the third base foul line. Schwartz will quickly grab it, but won't be able to get the throw over to first in time, as that'll be an infield single.
Second baseman, number 10, Mike Larson.
So a swinging bunt from Woslaw, the DH, puts him at first base with one out in the inning. Was in the perfect spot, and the grass kept that ball just fair. Even though Schwartz got to it quickly, Woslaw has good speed and was able to beat out the throw quickly. And now there's a pickup attempt from Schwartz. Woslaw back into first. So it's Michael Larson who takes a pitch off the around the corner for a called strike, and it's 0-1. Larson in the 9 spot is 0 for 1. As now Schwartz will throw over to first again. Woslaw again back in safely. Now there's a swing and a ground ball right to Kasenki at short. He'll throw it at Barry to get the first out, and the throw to first is not in time. Several of the A's infielders, including Schwartz, were on their way to the dugout. They thought that was a double play, but it's just a 6-4 fielder's choice.
Leadoff hitter, number 12, Zach Abfall.
So Woslaw is put out. It's a hard ground ball right to Kasenki at short. Now there's a called strike, and it's 0-1 to Abfall. Top of the order now for the Dodgers. Larson at first base. There's 2 outs in the inning. And there's a curveball right on the outside corner to the left-handed batting Abfall.
I just looked at the radar, and the rain doesn't look like it's going to hit us until midnight.
Abfall 1-2. He doubled to lead off the game on the first pitch, and all that. Pitch misses inside, and it looks like it hit Abfall.
I'm on weather.com right now.
Looks like it was just off his foot, so that's a hit batter.
Number 24, Austin Dart.
So now runners at first and second for the right fielder Austin Dart. And he hits a fly ball into left. Should be playable, and Warner will sit underneath it. He'll catch it. That's the final out of the inning. So the Dodgers put a couple of base runners on with 2 outs. But Schwartz gets the fly ball to end the inning. So we'll head to the bottom half of the 5th. A's still lead. It's 2-1.
All right, if you're
putting tarps on the field.
We are back in Sheboygan in the bottom of the 5th, and we're going to have a rain delay. No rain to speak of yet. According to our weather reports, it is thunder and lightning in the clouds behind us.
Due to imminent rain and thunder and lightning out to the west.
Because of that,
game
for the
is
time
delayed at
being,
this time.
to protect the ball players and get ahead of the storm that is imminently approaching, we're going to put the tarps on the infield and delay the game for now. The current situation is the bottom of the 5th. A's lead 2-1.
They're playing on a cell phone.
Yeah, but they're not Sally's.
And we'll take a break for now. We'll come back with any updates as we figure out when the game will resume, or even if it will resume at all. So that'll do it for now. We'll come back shortly, as we are now in a rain
The
delay.
concession stand is open, and we would
We're in the
encourage
bottom
you
of the
to
5th.
take
A's lead
advantage of that.
2-1.
bullpen is brought to you by ConnectCell, your U.S. Cellular authorized agent. Now pitching for the De Pere Dodgers, number 17, Evan Sigmund.
Back on the air, and we are going to resume play. And we have a new pitcher on the mound. Evan Sigmund, number 17.
Did you ever keep track of how long the delay was?
And he's in replace of
Any idea? 30 minutes? 32
the
minutes?
starter,
Close to 45.
Carson Jocks. And it'll be Weston
Leading
Nelson to
off
lead
the
it
bottom
off.
of the 5th inning after the delay of 45 minutes is the catcher, number 30, Weston Nelson.
So again, a new pitcher. It's Evan Sigmund. Jocks, who had been pitching fairly effectively, taking out of the ball game, probably due to the fact of the delay. His arm had been not used for the last 45 minutes or so due to the small delay. As there's a swing and a foul, and it's 0-1 to Nelson. So we are resuming bottom of the 5th. A's lead 2-1. The 0-1 fastball missing inside. Nelson sort of
Sheila?
backs out of the way a bit. It's 1-1.
You still have your camera? Can you take a...
Now the 1-1 swung on and missed. And it's gone to 1-2. Wasn't much of a storm or rain to speak of, but the issue was the lightning. It's basically just one cloud that just sort of hovered over the stadium and has now passed through. So the 1-2 pitch misses off the outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Maybe another storm approaching. But based on the radar, that won't be an issue till about midnight. So we should be in the clear to finish this ball game. Now there's a curveball from Sigmund that misses high, and it's a full count now to Weston Nelson. Sigmund, the payoff pitch, swung on in a hard ground ball foul. Right past Lumens down the third base line. We'll do it again. It's still 3-2. Payoff again. A called strike and a fastball on the inside corner. Nelson got fooled, and he'll walk back to the dugout. It's the first out of the inning. 1 up, 1 down. It'll bring up Chris Saltzman, now the DH.
Designated hitter, number 26, Chris Saltzman.
Unofficially, the delay about 45 minutes. Now there's a fastball to Saltzman, missing high and away to the left-handed batting. DH for the A's. It's 1-0. Saltzman is 0 for 1. He flew out to right field in his first at bat. Now he pops that one up, but that'll be foul out of play behind home plate, and it's 1-2. So 1-1 the count now. And now a pitch inside, and that hits Saltzman. Look, it just grazed him probably around his foot. So he'll take first on the hit by pitch. So a runner at first, 1 out.
Shortstop, number 14, Grant Kasenki.
So it's Grant Kasenki, right-handed batting shortstop. He grounded out to third in his first at bat. He's 0 for 1. As he's now down in the count, 0-1. And now he swings through that changeup, it looked like, and now it's 0-2. Runner at first after the hit by pitch and Saltzman 1 out. And it's the top of the order due up next. Josh Moses on deck. Now there's a throw over to first from Sigmund. And back in plenty of time is Saltzman. Still 0-2 the count. Now he's swinging a ball straight back into the netting. And we'll do it again. It's still 0-2. Saltzman with about a 3-step lead. Now a pitch misses inside on a fastball. So 1-2 the count now. Now they pitch from Sigmund, but a timeout was called, so it does not count. So we'll do it again. The count's still a ball and 2 strikes to Grant Kasanke, batting in the 9th spot. Now he hits that one in the left. That's deep. Back on it is Rutherford, and he can't make the play. That one will be off the base of the wall. It was over his glove. It's a double for Kasanke, and runners at second and third.
I thought he dropped it.
Yeah, that's an error.
Actually be ruled an E7. 2-base error.
Yeah, I measured it. I missed it. Right fielder, Josh Moses.
So it'll be the top of the order. Runners at second and third. Now the first pitch is a strike, and it's 0-1. Now the 0-1 is swung on a miss, and now it's 0-2. Josh Moses is 1 for 2. He singled in his first at-bat and flew out in his first. And now he swings and hits a line drive right to the second baseman.
2 outs.
Larson makes the catch, and that's the second out of the inning. He hit it
Number
hard,
16, Mark Warner.
but he hit it to the wrong guy, or hit it in the wrong spot. So now it will be Mark Warner. He's 0 for 2. Still 2 runners in scoring position. The A's lead 2-1. Now there's a pitch off the outside corner. And a check swing. And an appeal to the umpire, the field umpire, who's standing to the right side of second base, rules that he held up. So it's now 1-0 to Mark Warner.
45 minutes by the amount of beer left.
So you measure it in Sheboygan.
Now there's a pitch down the middle for a called strike. It's now 1-1. There's now Clark. I'll have a quick chat with Sigmund, his pitcher. And he's trying to take advantage of the E7. The 1-1. A fastball up and in. He swung through it. It's 1-2. It's Kasanke at second, Saltzman at third. Saltzman was hit by a pitch with 1 out. Kasanke hit a deep fly ball that Rutherford looked like he had measured up, but just sort of soared over his glove. Dropped it. Now there's a swing and a miss. There's a strikeout. Warner is retired. And the A's are out of the inning.
Thank you for sticking around.
A's get a couple of runners on, thanks in part to the error by the left fielder, and we have now completed 5.
They return home next week for
We're on the top of the 6th.
Tuesday against West Allis.
And the A's still lead. It's 2-1.
Against Green Bay.
At the top of the 6th, shortstop number 13, Joe Pere.
Joe Pere leads it off. Shortstop's 0 for 2, and Schwartz is on the mound. So he will continue. He's at just 64 pitches. They swing and a ground ball into left. That's a base hit. So 1 pitch, 1 single to begin the 6th inning. And it'll bring up now Sam
Number
Conley.
33, first baseman Sam Conley.
Base hit number 5 for the Dodgers. Delay was only about 45 minutes, so Schwartz was throwing behind the dugout, trying to keep his arm fresh. Now the first pitch misses for a ball. So by doing that in the delay, he's able to continue in this top of the 6th as there's a pickoff and the runner is back in safely. 1-0 the count as a fastball in the outside corner for a called strike. And it's 1-1. Schwartz with a quick peek over to the runner. And he's coming to the plate, and this is down low. Just below the bottom of the zone. It's 2 balls and a strike. Now that pitch comes in, nearly hits the batter Conley. And it's now 3 balls and a strike. The 3-1 is hit in the right, and it'll be a foul ball, and Moses will give it chase, but will be unable to get to that one as it's out of play. So the foul ball makes it a full count. It's 3-2. Payoff pitch. Fastball outside corner. It's a called strike. Conley is retired, and that's the first out of the inning. So now 1 out. Runner still at first in Pere, and that'll bring up Connor Rutherford.
Left fielder Connor Rutherford.
First pitch is down and away, and that'll be off the glove of Nelson, and that'll go to the backstop. So that'll be a wild pitch. Allows the runner Pere to go up to second. Now the 1-0 is grounded. That's off the foot of Rutherford as he falls in a heap. So it's a 1-1 count to the left-handed batting Rutherford. Now he swings and misses. A foul tip on a fastball up in the zone. It's 1-2. And that is a fly ball fouled on the left field line, but foul.
Bueller.
And we'll do it again at a ball and 2 strikes. Score is 2-1, the A's lead. And another foul ball, again down the left field foul line. This one will be out of play. Still 1-2. One-two pitch just misses inside.
Missed it by that much.
Pere throws up his arms, wants that for a called third strike. Instead, it's 2-2. Two grounded foul past the first base coach. Now the 2-2. Swung on, hitting the left. Warner settles underneath it. He'll make the catch. And that is out. Number 2. So now 2 outs in the inning.
Cole Clark.
Is this a pinch hitter?
I don't think so.
It'll be Cole Clark, the catcher. There's a curveball for a called strike, and it's 0-1. Now the 0-1 is fouled to the right side. That was out of play, and now it's 0-2. To Clark, catcher for the Dodgers. Schwartz comes set. Pitch misses just high. They have just been off the outside corner, and now it's 1-2. Swinging a chopper foul just to the right of home plate, and we'll do it again. It's still 1-2. Schwartz set, and a swing and a miss. That will end the inning as he gets a strikeout. And we will head to the bottom of the 6th as the A's still lead over the Dodgers. It's 2-1. It'll be Harry Stout leading it off, bottom of the 6th, as he takes one off the outside for a ball. It's 1-0. One-0 to Stout. A fly ball hit deep in the left center, and that will get down between the two outfielders. And Stout is going to wind up at second base with a double.
First baseman Mitch Sutton.
So a runner at second. It's Mitch Sutton with Sigmund still on the mound. Came in relief in the last inning. And there's a swing and a miss from Sutton. It's 0-1. Pitch misses down low, ball and a strike now to Mitch. He's 1 for 1. He's singled and has an RBI. It brought in Stout in the first inning. He's also walked in this game. Now he takes one down low. 2 balls and a strike. A's lead 2-1. Bottom of the 6th. A's got a leadoff double from Stout. Well, there's a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. Lumens will hold up Stout around third base as the throw from the center fielder Abfall was right on the line. So that, for now, keeps Stout at third. It's now runners on the corners, and there's still nobody out in the inning.
Center fielder Cole McLavick.
And now it'll be Cole McLavick, who hit his first career home run as an A that gave the A's a 2-1 lead and came in the bottom of the 4th inning. Now he takes one off the outside, and it's a ball and no strikes. Now McLavick, it's a little dribbler. A diving stop is made by Noah Robinson. It keeps that ball from going into left field. So Stout cannot score, but it'll be an infield single and the bases are loaded.
Second baseman Hunter Berry.
So the bases are loaded for Hunter Berry. He's 0 for 2 tonight so far. He struck out twice, once looking, once swinging. Now he takes a called strike, and it's 0-1. A's trying to break this game open. They lead 2-1. But they have a runner at every base, and there's nobody out in the inning. A 1 from Sigmund. It's fouled straight back. And it's quickly 0-2
Everybody clap your hands.
to the A's second baseman. Sigmund in the windup. And there's a breaking pitch, just misses the outside corner, and it's 1-2. Sigmund working from the windup with the bases loaded. Dodgers infield are playing in, trying to cut down the runner at home plate. With the bases loaded, no tag play. It's a force out on a ball in play. Now there's a swing and a miss on a pitch in the dirt. Barry is retired, and that's the first out of the inning. So now one out, and that'll bring up the catcher, Weston Nelson.
The catcher, number 30, Weston Nelson.
Nelson is 0 for 2. He's popped out to the first baseman in foul territory. And he's also struck out looking. Stands in with an excellent opportunity to drive in a run. Bases are loaded, one out as he takes one high and outside. A ball and no strikes. With the DH Saltzman on deck.
San Diego, top to eighth.
Now a 1-1 count. To Nelson. And now that'll be a fly ball foul out of play over the Dodgers dugout. Now it's 1-2. To the A's catcher. Batting in the 7th spot. A's with 7 hits. They've scored twice. Dodgers have 1 hit, or 5 hits, and they've scored once. So that pitch just misses down and away. And it's evened up at 2-2. Now the 2-2. This is again. It missed down low. It might have had the corner, but he couldn't catch the bottom of the zone. So it's now a full count to Nelson. Nowhere to put him. And the payoff is foul to the right side and a foul ball again. Still a full count. Bases are loaded. There's 1 out in the inning. A's lead 2-1. And Nelson hits a ground ball right to the third baseman. Robinson jumps and makes the play, and he'll throw out Stelz at home plate on the force out. So it's a 5-2 fielder's choice. Bases are still loaded. No run scores.
Chris Saltzman.
So now it's Chris Saltzman. And on the first pitch, he hits a fly ball into right that's playable and caught by Dart. And that is the final out of the inning. A's load up the bases with nobody out, but they cannot bring in a run to score. We will head to the top of the 7th. The A's still lead. It's 2-1. Noah Robinson will lead it off, with Schwartz still on the mound, and the first pitch is hit high and deep in the left, and that one is gone. Noah Robinson drives one over the left field wall. Warner had a leap at the wall, but he ran out of room, and it's a tie game. It's 2-2. First pitch Robinson sees, he drives it over the wall.
Designated hitter, Andy Woslaw.
So it's Andy Woslaw now. Now Schwartz will throw over to first, trying to see if maybe Robinson missed first base, but the field umpire calls it safe. And now there's a first pitch foul ball to the right side, just over the reach and in over the dugout of the Dodgers. It's 0-1. Game is now tied. It's 2-2. And Woslaw now, it's a ground ball right to Sutton. He'll pick it up and underhand it to Schwartz as he nears the bag, and that'll be a ground ball 3-1 putout for the first out of the inning.
Second baseman, Mike Larson.
First pitch misses down low for ball 1. And it's now 2 balls and no strikes after back-to-back missing below the zone to Mike Larson. And now make it 3-0. Now there's a called strike as Larson was taken all the way. There's a ground ball. The 3-1 pitch right to Kasenki, and he'll throw out the runner in time. And that is the second out of the inning. So he fell behind 3-0.
Center fielder, Zach Abfall.
For Woslaw, hit a 3-1 pitch right to Kasenki at short. So there's now 2 outs in the inning. It's now the top of the order. First pitch is a strike. It's 0-1 to Abfall. Now quickly 0-2 to Abfall. 2 outs in the inning. There's a swing and a line drive right over the dugout. The A's dugout down the third base line, and we'll do it again. It's still 0-2. The 0-2 just misses down and off the outside corner. And now it's 1-2. Schwartz is at 95 pitches. We're in the top of the 7th. There's a fly ball down the right field line. That's just fair, and that's a base hit. Moses was on his horse, but he couldn't get to it in time, as Abfall just dumps it down the right field foul line. Just fair.
Right fielder, Austin Dart.
So now it'll be Austin Dart. And the first pitch misses. It's 1-0. Now there goes the runner. It's a ground ball to Pere at second. He'll pick it up and make the throw in time. And that will end the inning. But the Dodgers get a home run from Noah Robinson to lead off the inning, and this game is tied at 2 as we head to the bottom of the 7th inning.
Program number 7-9.
Shortstop, Grant Kasanke.
Grant Kasanke will lead it off. In a game that is now tied after the home run from Noah Robinson. The first pitch is a ball from Evan Sigmund, who's out for his 3rd inning of relief. A's have had some chances to add to their lead. They have the bases loaded with nobody out in the last inning. Now the 1-0 pitch is a ground ball to Robinson at 3rd base. And a wide throw will allow the base runner to reach, as the throw from Robinson was a bit wide towards the outfield that drew Conley off the base. The field umpire rules that his foot came off the bag. Both the catcher for the Dodgers and Conley, the first baseman, were arguing that he had kept his foot on the bag as that runner touched first. As now the Dodgers manager will chat with the field umpire. And this will initiate a meeting between the home plate umpire and the field umpire. As of right now, Kasanke is at first base. It would be an E5 if the ruling stands. We're in the bottom of the 7th. The game is tied at 2. And they're going to overturn the play. It's an out. So it's a 5-3 ground out. Ah, shoot. And now Lumens wants an explanation from the home plate umpire.
How do I edit?
And Lumens is satisfied with the explanation, it seems. So there's one out in the inning. So instead of what would have been an E5 that puts a runner at first base, it's a 5-3 ground out. And now it's Josh Moses at the top of the order. The first pitch is a ball, and it's 1-0. There's a called strike, a fastball on the outer third at about waist level, and it's 1-1. Well, that pitch misses. It's 2 balls and a strike. Very often you see a play overturned in baseball without the benefit of a review, a video review that is. And obviously this league does not have video review. That was a decision made as the umpires talked it over. As there's a foul ball, it's now 2-2. Moses hits a ground ball that's down the first base line, and that'll go foul. As Conley will pick that one up. So we'll do it again. It's still 2-2. In a game that is tied at 2 apiece. Both teams scored 1 in the first, and then both teams got a home run. A's got 1 in the bottom of the 4th, and then the Dodgers got 1 in the top of the 7th. Now there's yet another foul ball that is to the right side out of play. So it's still 2 balls and 2 strikes. And now Moses skies that one into left center. That's deep. And that one is gone. Josh Moses gives the A's a lead. It's a 3-2 ball game. Just clearing the wall in left center over the Legend Larry's sign out in the fence. Looked like Amphal might have had a shot at that one, but that ball just kept carrying, and he ran out of room as he slammed the fence when he saw that ball was gone. Wind is blowing out slightly towards left center, so Moses hit that one into the wind.
Fielder Mark Warner.
And it helped blow that one out. So the A's have a 3-2 lead. They trade home runs here in the 7th inning as now Warner swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
3 home runs in 1 game.
Now the 0-1 is fouled into the netting, and it's 0-2.
Yeah, really.
No balls, 2 strikes to count. And is Moses' first home run of the season. His first as an A. This is his first season. As now there's another foul ball, a line drive onto New Jersey Avenue. And we'll do it again at no balls and 2 strikes to count. Fastball up and in, as Warner was late on it, and he fouls that one to the right side. And we'll do it yet again. It's 0-2. Evan Sigmund is at 55 pitches. He came in the bottom of the 5th after the rain delay that lasted about 45 minutes. So there's a swing and a miss on a pitch down low. And Warner is retired. So now 2 outs, and that'll bring up the third baseman, Harry Stelt.
Number 19, Harry Stelt.
Who's had a fine evening so far. He's got 2 base hits, both of them doubles. One was right down the right field line, as now he takes a called strike on a line drive. The second was a fly ball in left center that was just out of reach of a diving Zach Amphal that ended up rolling to near the fence, and now it's 1-1. For a pitch, a fastball. This is off the outside corner. And there's a swing and a miss on that pitch. Over the top of it was a foul tip. And it's gone to 1-2. To the A's third baseman. Now Sigmund in the windup. There's a pitch up and in, a half swing, but Stelt went on the swing, so he'll strike out swinging. And that will end the inning, but the A's get their lead right back. Josh Moses hits a blast to left center. That just cleared the wall, and we will head to the top of the 8th. The A's lead, it's 3-2. It's the 8th inning, and we have a new pitcher. It's Mitch Gardner, number 5 on the mound.
Shortstop Joe Pere.
The shortstop, Joe Pere, looks at the first pitch inside for a ball. It's 1-0. And the 1-0 is hit deep, but foul. It's on the left field line. That'll be onto the street, and it's 1-1. Pere hit it well, but he was out ahead of it. Now there's a curveball hit right to Stelt. He'll pick it up, take a couple steps, and make the throw in time. And that is the first out of the inning. 5-3 ground out. So 1 up, 1 down. And it'll be Sam Conley, right-handed batsman, first baseman.
Conley.
Gardner, this is his 3rd appearance, as he gets a called strike, and it's 0-1.
You notice that after the guy crushed the one, Mitch completely changed his arm speed and arm angle and delivery.
As now that one misses down and away, off the outside, and now a ball and a strike. Now there's a ground ball, that'll be through the hole in the left. And that'll be a 1-out base hit.
Good deal.
So now it'll be
Next up for Sheboygan,
Connor
for
Rutherford.
the Pere left fielder, Connor Rutherford.
Gardner has only come out of the bullpen this season. So now that pitch is lined in the right. That'll fall in front of Moses. That's another base hit. So back-to-back singles. This one on a line drive to Moses. And it's runners at first and second for Cole Clark.
Catcher, number 25, Cole Clark.
Gardner has gone 3 1/3 innings in relief. He's given up 3 base hits. He's struck out 3. He's walked 2. He's given up a couple of runs, but they are both unearned. Now the first pitch to the catcher, Clark, is popped up, but that'll be out of play, and it's 0-1, right behind home plate. Clark bats in the 6th spot. He's 0 for 3. Now there's a swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. Now a curveball that just misses inside. Gardner wanted the call, didn't get it, and it's 1-2. 1-2 is on the outside corner. It's swung on and missed. Gets away from Nelson, but with runners at first and second, the out is recorded. No 2-3 put out necessary. So a good pitch by Gardner, put it in a good spot.
Third baseman Noah Robinson.
Was low and away. And Clark couldn't get to it. So now it's Noah Robinson, who hit an oppo blast. The left-handed batter hit it deep to left field over the wall. So now he swings and misses. Now it's 1-1. At that time it tied the game at 2 apiece before Moses, in the last inning, got the lead back with a home run himself. Now there's a curveball that misses down and away. It's 2 balls and a strike. There's 2 outs in the inning. There's runners at first and second. And a swing and a miss. Like Robinson was trying to hit another bomb, but he was out ahead of it, and it's 2-2. Gardner a strike away from getting out of the inning. And that was a pitch up and in, and Robinson tomahawked it. And he hit it very far, but also very foul. So it's 2-2 still. There's now a timeout called by Robinson at the plate.
Today, Junior.
And a slow breaking ball, and Noah Robinson was out ahead of it, and that will end the inning. So Gardner gives up a couple of singles with 1 out, but gets the next 2 batters in order, and we will head to the bottom of the 7th, and the A's still lead in this ball game. It's 3-2.
Northwood Superior Chemical brings you the cleanup inning.
Sheboygan A's, their first baseman, Mitch Sutton.
Mitch Sutton will lead it off as Evan Sigmund, reliever out of the bullpen. It's out for his 4th inning of relief. He's at 60, now 61 pitches as that one misses outside, and it's 1-0. Sutton has yet to be retired. He's walked and he's singled twice. That includes an RBI that was in the first inning, as now he takes one inside on a curveball, and it's 1-2, or 1-1, the count now on the called strike. Now that one is a base hit into center on a line drive over the outstretched glove of the second baseman, Mike Larson. And that is a base hit to begin the inning.
Center fielder Cole McClovic.
Might we see a bunt?
Do you not bunt anymore in this league?
Now it'll be Cole McClovic. And on the first pitch, he skies it into medium right center. And Adfall will settle underneath it, and he'll make the catch. So 1 pitch, 1 out, as McClovic is retired with Sutton still at first base.
Second baseman Hunter Berry.
So now it's Hunter Berry. Sutton still at first. And he takes one high for a ball, and it's 1-0. Berry 0 for 3 tonight. He's already got the hat trick. He struck out 3 times. So now he takes a called strike, and it's 1-1. Now there's a hard hit ground ball right to the second baseman Larson, who will flip to Pere, the shortstop, covering to get the force out. Berry, with good speed, beats the return throw to first in time. So it's a 4-6 fielder's choice.
Next up for Sheboygan, the catcher, Weston Nelson.
So Sutton is put out on that play. And that'll be Weston Nelson, with now Berry at first base. There's a called strike, and it's 0-1. The 0-1 is swung and a missed, and it's 0-2 to the A's catcher, who's also hitless in this game.
Use the force.
Nelson has struck out, he's flown out in foul territory, and he's reached on a fielder's choice. And now he takes a fastball high and away, and it's 1-2.
Number 29 for the A's.
Jake Arns.
Sigmund with the 1-2. Off the end of the bat and foul to the backstop, and it will be a 1-2 pitch coming again. Two outs in the inning. A's lead 3-2. So there's a throw over to first. Berry will be back in safely. Bottom of the 8th. A's trying to give themselves an insurance run. They are 3 defensive outs away from a victory. As now there's a swing and a foul back. So we'll do it again. It's still 1-2. Berry about a 3-step lead off of first. Now Nelson gets jammed. He'll hit a little ground ball to Larson at second, and he'll throw him out. And the inning will end. A's get a base runner on a base hit by Sutton, but they cannot score a run. We are heading to the top of the 9th. A's just need 3 more outs.
Tonight's 10th inning after
They
the game is
are
going to
up in this ballgame over the Dodgers. They lead 3-2.
Feel free to come out and join us after tonight's game after Frankie's. And also I have our
Yeah, he's okay, I guess. Doesn't hit much.
That's why I said behind the dish. Not at the dish.
Being
Top
off
of
the
the ninth.
top of the ninth for the De Pere Dodgers, the designated hitter, Andy Woslaw.
The Andy Woslaw to lead it off. 8-9-1 in the inning. As Gardner is on the mound for a 2-out save. Or 2-inning save, excuse me. Came in the bottom of, or came in the top of the 8th. For the starter, Taylor Schwartz. So there's a swing and a miss, and it's 0-2.
Gordon's not bad.
Hmm?
Gordon. Yeah.
He's good defensively.
And a timeout call.
Offense leaves a little to be desired, but defensively he's been solid.
Schwartz went 7 innings. Gave up 2 runs, both earned. So there's a half swing foul ball fouled on the right field line. And it's still 0-2. He struck out 5, did not walk a batter. Did hit a batter. He's in line for the win. Now there's a swing and a foul straight back. Still no balls, 2 strikes. A's trying to hand the Dodgers their first loss of the year. They are 6-0 in league play. As another swing and a foul ball. This one only a little dribbler behind home plate. Gardner gets the sign from Nelson. Pitch in the dirt. And a check swing held up by Woslaw, and it's 1-2. Now the 1-2 is a ground ball right to Kasenki at short. A low throw, but a nice dugout play by Sutton at first to get the out. So it saves Kasenki from an error. And it's the first out of the inning.
We're going to bring in Folger for a little lefty.
And we are going to, looks like, have a pitching change here. So Gardner will not be getting the save. It'll be Ben Folger coming in with 1 out in the inning, nobody on base. And we'll take a short break as Folger warms up. It's the top of the 9th. A's lead 3-2 as Ben Folger is coming into the game. They're back as Folger's ready. The lefty reliever comes in to face the left-handed batting Mike Larson. The first pitch nearly hits Larson as that one is near his thighs.
First strikes.
Larson just able to back out of the way, so it's 1-0. Now that one misses inside. A couple inches off the inside corner, and it's 2 balls and no strikes. Two-0 pitch called strike on the outer half, and it's 2 balls and a strike. It's the top of the order to follow. Zach Abfall is standing on deck. A's lead 3-2. The bases are empty. There's 1 out in the inning. And there's a little line drive that'll fall in. That's a base hit. So the left-handed batting Larson gets a base hit off the left-handed reliever Folger.
Leadoff hitter and center fielder, number 12, Zach Abfall.
So that'll put the tying run at first, and Zach Abfall will represent the go-ahead run for the Dodgers. And the first pitch is a one in on his hands as he inside out swings that one, and it's a line drive or a hard ground ball foul just past the third base coach. It's still 0. It's now 0-1. There's a called strike in the outside corner. 0-2. Folger, who came in for the left-handed Larson, will at least have the next 2 batters because the top 2 in the order also bat left-handed. That's Abfall and Dart to follow, barring a double play. He will bat in this inning. Now there's a swing and a foul ball. So still 0-2. Runner at first base, that's Larson. He's singled just a few moments ago. There's a pitch down and away. It's the first ball. It's 1-2. One-two is a ground ball up the middle. Kasenka will step on second. The throw to first will not be in time. That'll be a 6 unassisted fielder's choice. Kasenka did a good job to get to that one. When he had to grab that
Right
ball,
fielder, Austin Dart.
overran the bag a bit, but able to quickly step on the bag to get the runner. So 2 outs in the inning. Now that pitch misses outside. It's a ball with no strikes. There's 2 outs in the inning. A's need 1 out. They will take a win over the Dodgers, and there goes the runner. And he's going to be safe. The throw from Nelson is late. It's now 2 balls and no strikes. There's now the tying run, stands at second base.
Thames with a home run.
2 balls and no strikes. Tying run at second base. A pitch on the outside corner. It's a called strike to Austin Dart. A's need 1 more out. Dart has been dangerous today. He does have a double. He's also singled. He's 2 for 4 overall now. He swings and misses. Good pitch down and away, and the A's are a strike away from winning the game. It's a 2-2 count. There's 2 outs in the inning. Folger looking for the save. And the pitch is a swing and a miss. Gets away from Nelson. He'll pick it up. The throw is in time. It's a 2-3 put up. Secures a strikeout, and the A's win. And it's the first loss for the Dodgers.
I want to thank you for coming out
They fall to 6-1 through the Dodgers in Wisconsin State League play.
Next week, Tuesday and Wednesday. Tonight's 10th inning is at Frankie.
And they fall to 13-1 overall in the season.
Please clean up the area.
As the A's now are in the double-digit win category, they are 10-4 overall. And they are now 5-2 in the Wisconsin State League. They actually have the same record in both the Wisconsin State League and the Northeastern Wisconsin Baseball League.
2 errors, Sheboygan 3 runs, 9 hits, no errors. Winning pitcher, Taylor Schwartz. Losers, Evan Sigmund. And the save goes to Ben Folger.
Win goes
Next game for Sheboygan will be tomorrow, doubleheader at Addison, and again on Sunday. The next home game for
Mitch
Sheboygan
Gardner
will
went on
be
inning in
June
the third.
20th. That's a Tuesday night,
Gave up a couple hits, but
7:30
no
against
runs.